There's three key things to why three key things that we need to do with this fun and sustainability. It's an advanced strategy with a website. The first thing is you have to constantly, periodically, make homepage changes. Ever go to a website and it looks kind of the same forever? Google doesn't like that. Google needs something to change. And at the same time, when a homepage is changing, talking about whatever, which I'm going to explain in a moment, you need two separate things going on with your website. You need to be adding new pages, and you need to be altering existing pages. But your website needs to constantly grow. So think about somebody who is only growing on testimonials. Many of them good, many of them bad. Usually when there's a good testimonial, the average contractor likes to link to it, which is even worse. But separately, what happens when there's a bad testimonial? What do you think the contractor does? They go to that page, they then offer their rebuttal, then the customer comes back, offers their negative comment, and then the contractor comes back and forth as we go. It doesn't matter what you say on those pages because the lead gen company couldn't care less. All you're doing is supporting the methodology of adding a new page and altering existing page, and they couldn't care less what you're talking about because you're allowing their website to grow. So that is something to keep in mind. Three things you're going to always look to do. Eventually make homepage changes, add new pages, and alter existing pages. Now, I love to use analogies as a coach as well as a mentor, and people like to say to me, Brian, you don't understand. I'm a contractor and you're sitting behind a desk all day or whatever, but I always like to say what's good enough for the goose is good enough for the gander. And the reality is I'm overwhelmed myself in what I need to do daily for my clients. Keep in mind I have two lives. One, helping contractors with their own SEO, and trust me, when you send me an email to say, hey, Brian, check out this homepage title tag or content, whatever it may be, I need to really be focused. It's not just passive review, it's focused review. But then I got the software side of my life with clients making suggestions and whatnot, but I'm in the same boat as you, meaning I need to use my available marketing time wisely. So let's go to the previous webinar. The last webinar we did, which is available to you for free, so we get to use that word buzzword for free, just like the lead gen companies did, between myself and Markup and Profit, for what you could listen to in 2 hours, took almost 100 hours to produce. So you have to sit there and say, well, what's his gig? Well, there's multiple gigs. One, I want you to obviously be a customer, which we'll get to in a moment, but I still need to put a lot of effort in to possibly get a lead. So I go through this educational webinar on how much I can teach people and motivate them, but I still don't know if you're going to actually bite the bullet and come along and realize it's time to make a change before you even came to this webinar. So let's look at this little webinar here and say, what could have been done? Well, when you go to listen to it for 2 hours, I took that information, 2 hours of educational material with contractor testimonials, and I created a webinar playlist that everybody could listen to here. But if you look at it, every single individual topic, which took me time, was creating a new individual page. So I was able to take, yes, it was a 100+ hour effort, but I created 40+ pages of marketing content. And if you look at each one and decide to go and click, it's very easy for you to see the buzzwords that I was using to attract more activity to my website. And the best news is that 100 hours plus that I put in lives with me forever. It's very difficult to catch up when I take what I'm doing today, which is the key point. What I'm doing, my actual work, becomes my marketing for my future work. So